What is influencer engagement? And this week's Inbound Marketing Soundbite will answer that question. There's a lot of discussion about influencer engagement. What is it? What does it mean for a business? And how do you go about doing it? Well, we'll discuss those questions and answer those questions for you today. A lot of people, when they think about influencer engagement, right off the top of their heads, they begin to think about things such as clout and cred. Clout and cred are two applications that attempt to measure an individual's level of influence. They do this by assigning a numerical value to each individual. Now, the challenging part about these two applications is that the way that they go about measuring influence is purely mathematical. So they look at things such as frequency of post, they look at things such as reach, and they look at things such as your audience size. And while each of those elements are important when it comes to an influencer engagement program, they really aren't the end all and the be all. There's much more involved in an influencer engagement program. So first we need to understand what is an influencer engagement program and why it's beneficial. An influencer engagement program allows you to reach out to specific individuals who have the ability to have an influence on a consumer's buying decision as it relates to your products or services. Well, this is a great thing. So how do you find the right influencers and how do you engage them? One way that you can find influencers is through the use of your social graph. A social graph is a way of identifying individuals who are connected to others. So the first step is identifying your audience. Who are the individuals that you want to reach? Once you have identified the audience, your next step is to identify who is associated with them in their social graph. Once you identify who's connected to them in their social graph, then you need to understand who are the people who those individuals trust and who they look to make decisions. And that's why certain applications such as clout and cred really are challenged in understanding true influencer engagement. Because while they may tell you frequency, reach, and yield of a specific individual on certain topics, they don't really tell you who influences directly the buying or behavior of a specific consumer. Forrester Research developed a model of influencer engagement that really looked at influencers from three different perspectives. The first perspective that they examined were social broadcasters. And you might say that applications such as clout and cred, they are really good at measuring who those social broadcasters are. A social broadcaster is an individual who has a large following, and they're typically individuals who are famous by nature. So you might think of Kim Kardashian as a social broadcaster. She's someone who is very active on social media and has a large number of followings. However, Kim Kardashian may not impact directly the buying decision of certain individuals, especially if it's a decision on buying a product or service that is business-to-business related. The next level of influencers that Forrester looked at were mass influencers. Mass influencers are individuals who have a more niche following, but still that following is significantly large. So these are individuals who are focused on a specific topic and they share frequently to a large audience information about that topic. As you look at an influencer engagement program, it may be more valuable to examine who are these mass influencers, the people who have a affinity towards a topic and they like to speak about it or discuss it on a regular basis. The third and perhaps the most elusive to get in touch with, but also the level that is most impactful is what we like to call direct influencers. And direct influencers are individuals who have a direct connection with the consumer, and they are individuals who the consumer will directly look to when it comes to making a purchase decision when it relates to a product or service. So those are the three levels of influencers that you'll want to examine. You want to look at who are the social broadcasters that may have an impact on your business, who are your mass influencers, and then who are your direct influencers. Once you have identified those influencers, the next step is to reach out to those individuals in a real and authentic way, short but sweet, but help them understand why you want to engage with them and what message you want for them to share and the actions that you would like for them to take. We hope that this information has been helpful for you as you begin your investigation into influencer engagement, and we'll speak to you the next time.